You would think about the ninth chord as something used in jazz music only. Bill would tastefully spice up his solos and backup in three-chord songs, G, C and D, with jazzy chords. In this video, I'll show some examples of how he used the ninth chord. But first, what is a ninth chord? The ninth chord is a seventh chord with one extra note, the ninth. It has the same function as the seventh chord and has a little more color with its extra note. A G7, for example, consists of G, B, D and F, and the ninth note here is an A. A G9 consists of 5 notes. Since on the banjo we usually fret no more than 4 strings, we won't be able to play all 5 of these notes. So we'll have to drop 1 or 2 notes. When playing on G, other musicians you play with are already likely to play the G and the D notes. So those two are the first to be dropped. Here are 3 positions for G9. And here are a few examples of how Bill used the ninth chord. Here's the first example. In this first lick, we fretted only a small part of the G9 on the first 2 strings. By playing a B note on the first string right after our 2 notes of the ninth chord, we expect this C note to come out further on the first string. For 2 reasons. First, we have this line going up the neck, and secondly, because these 2 notes together, the F note, which is still ringing while we play the B note, together form the tritone that is pushing towards a C chord. A second lick that is almost the same, except that this time we play the B note before the A note and thus create a downward movement, bringing us to a C chord in the lower position. Here's the B note, our little part of the ninth chord, and the C chord coming here. A third example is what Bill played on the B part of his recording of Caravan. The C7 chord is followed by an F chord, but clearly Bill uses 2 C9 shapes. One being here, and the other one being so. So we have this, and then this movement can be used in other chord progressions. For example, when an A7 is followed by D, or an F followed by a B flat. A fourth example that he used on the live version of Caravan starts with these 2 notes of the C9 and takes us chromatically down to an F. So here's the C9. This can also be played on other chord positions, for example going from A7 to D, or from G7 to C. And the last example is a lick of mine based on Bill's style. As I noticed Bill doing this downward movement on the tritone on a recording, it inspired me to do this movement going from G7th to C7th to F. So his tritone movement was something like. In reality, the chords I'm playing are G9th, C13 and F. The only tune I could think of to fit in these chords is Earl Scruggs' instrumental Home Sweet Home. In the second part, I start with the F pentatonic scale, followed by the C pentatonic, and then my movement. First I play this roll on the G9th. And then I just move down these two fingers and keep the pinky, so that's quite a stretch. Keep the pinky here on the 7th fret and play the same roll over. Together. This morning while having a haircut, I thought of another amazing lick that Bill played on his recording of Don't Let Your Deal Go Down. Let me play you that solo first so you can hear the lick in its context. So the first part of the solo is pure Scruggs style. And as of the F chord, he moves up to the second position. On that part of the F chord, he already plays this Alan Shelton style roll, and then moves up this F note here, so that the F becomes a D7 and goes on with the Shelton roll. And now we go to the G9 position. All of the licks I'm playing on this video are available on the website. Try to integrate them in your style. Have fun with it.